road.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Leah and Ryan from the Pioneer One Loft Race 2022 and the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario here with your Tuesday nooner. No, noon. It's 3. Tuesday
Have a drink.
afternoon.
I always told you, have a drink. If you'll find, if you have a beverage, you're not going to make that simple trip down, fall over mistake.
I thought it was
Yeah,
noon.
we're Tuesday afternoon. When I first started today, I said to everyone, happy Monday morning. We don't know what day we're on because we don't really care because why? The world is circle. And when the world's circle, it just keeps going round and round, just like a toilet. When you flush it, she swirls.
Just a swirler. What are we doing today, Ryan?
Photo again. Photo time again. Alex's Loft. The Russian mob man. Russia number one, as they say. Alex Loft is here. We're going to do his birds. Ricky took him into the loft, gave him the whole tour. Ricky's eating his sandwich now. Then we're going to go into Ricky's loft. He's going to do some feeding, some watering. Again, he took him out of the dark. No feed, no water. Just has them sitting nice and tight. They'll be ready to roll. My birds are back in the dark. I was on a little bit this morning. Birds came out in the aviary today, which was nice. Gave them the hallway. Again, I call it choppy right now. They don't know whether they're going left or they're going right. You can't crack the whip too tight. You got to get them eating, drinking, blah, diddy, blah, diddy, blah. Rome wasn't built in a day, so we're going to take our time, but Rome will get there inch by inch, as I always say. These are the little tiny, shitty, small inches that don't really add up yet, but they will in the end.
All right, so what are we doing? We are checking in Alex's loft, his participants. Tracy wants to know about which way does it swirl at the Pioneer Village, Tracy? It swirls sideways. We're vertical swirlers here at the Pioneer Village.
All we got to do, Leah, what I want you to do is just drop a little loaf down and take a photo of it going down. Get a video of it, Leah.
God, it's nothing
Have
like
you ever tried
talking about bathroom functions with my brother on a Tuesday afternoon. Nothing could be better. We want to welcome you to the Pioneer Village. What are we doing? We are checking in some Pioneer participants. We're going to take a look at Loft Manager Ryan's Loft, Loft Manager Richard's Loft. Now is the time. If you have questions for our Loft Managers, please put them in the comments. We're not a huge fan of writing on message boards, so if you want to follow along in the Pioneer 2022 race season, now is the time to do it. Tracy says, please don't. No, I'll save that. Sorry about that. My little chihuahua. Somebody just bit his bum. Here we go. Who do we have here, Ryan?
This is the 959. Oh, you're going to be a little ass, aren't you? I know.
959 from Alex's Loft. I feel like we have already entered him in, so I should have the numbers. Shouldn't I? Or did this? Oh, yeah, Team Alex. Here we go. The 959. We are looking at Dirty Martini. Dirty Martini from Alex's Loft. A new flyer in the racing world. Somebody brought by Loft Manager Richard. I believe he didn't have race pigeons, right? Dad got him into it, right?
Yeah. Well, Roman's Loft, another Russian loft. I'm telling you, the Russians are taking over here. They got the birds in. Easy, Pops. You're getting a bit nervous because you know why? I haven't talked to you yet. Can you just take a nice picture for just a second? I think soft tea in French. There you go. 959, a dirty martini. Guys, if you want to know what I love to drink, I love a good dirty martini. Again, what makes a good dirty martini? A little bit of dry vermouth, but that extra bit of olive juice, olive brine. That's what makes one hell of a good dirty martini. Again, shake. Fill her up. Vodka. I don't like gin. I go with the vodka martini. And that's why I came up with this big guy is Dirty Martini.
Dirty Martini, Team Alex. See the next one up, guys. If you have questions, now is the time. What are we giving them there, Ryan?
Well, these birds are going to go out into Dad's loft, and Dad hasn't watered his yet since he took them out of the dark. So I'm going to give him this yellow drops now. So it kind of, you know how you kind of get a basic coat in your throat? Let them coat. So when we take them out here now, they can get in the loft. And if they have a drink, then it's already kind of coated down nicely. But yeah, it's coated really good. So there's Dirty Martini number 1.
Dirty
Good luck.
Martini from Team Alex. Want to say a big shout out to Mr. S. Brown and Son, who says, hello, Ryan, and all the team. From Stephen in Northern Ireland, we love our Irish fans. In fact, we love fans from all over the UK and all over the world. By the way, fun fact, the UK are our biggest fan base, so we want to give a big shout out to all of our friends in the UK, whether you are watching from Great Britain or Scotland or Northern Ireland or even Southern Ireland. Welcome. What are you watching? Pioneer 2022 One Loft race. We're doing a little bit of participant check-in. Band number on that one, Ryan. I'll give everybody the name.
Oh, this one's got a nice name. I bet you I can remember this one. This is the 963. I think this one's name is I Must Break You.
That is correct. This is band number 963 from Team Alex. This is I Must Break You. Yes, folks, that is the name of the participant. No idea how this participant got that name, but I'm sure we're going to find out.
I was going back with Rocky, ladies and gentlemen. Who doesn't love classic Rocky 4? God damn. Oh, that was a big greaser you just dropped. Almost ruined the paperwork. But boy, you're taking a gorgeous little picture. Sometimes you get a little excited. I Must Break You.
And guys, if you're wondering what the heck we're doing, when all pigeons arrive at the Pioneer One Loft, the Pioneer Village, so to speak, they do get a photo shoot. They get their photo taken, which will be posted up on our website, featherslakepigeonauctions.com or fifa.ca. Mr. S. Brown and Son wants to know, how are the birds settling in? Don't you worry, you're going to get an opportunity to see them after we do this check-in. We're going to head down to the race lofts, and you're going to be able to see Loft Manager Ryan and Loft Manager Richard's loft, how they're doing, how they're settling, how they're living, how they're surviving, how they're thriving. All right.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to.
I don't even want to know where that came from.
One thing I asked for not to happen happened, and I got to thank Must Break You. It's going to ruin my backdrop here, but oh well, that's life in the big smoke. Sometimes droppings come on.
Tracy says, Drago from Rocky, I've said I must break you. Well, we now have an I Must Break You. Team Pioneer. All birds from Team Alex will be going into Loft Manager Richard's loft. Michael
Yes, that is correct.
says, trick or treat. Michael, what are you going to do? A trick or a treat?
That's unusual. Trick or treat. I didn't know we're near Halloween, but hey, whatever floats your boats. Okay. I'm tidying this up, guys, again. Man, this is just, I'm having dropping issues here. God damn it. Clean backdrop. I think it'll still be all right.
David Tracy says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you and Sherry Tracy. Guys, if you're watching, please give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. We always love to see where in the world we're getting viewers from, where in the world people are supporting our Pioneer participants. Who do we have here, Ryan?
This is the 960.
960. Of course, Ryan gave me the number in dyslexic fashion, so I wrote 690. This is Red Army. Meanwhile, he is blue. Thanks, Ryan, for that one. That one's going to be easy.
Well, sometimes, this is another one. I never had pigeon scrap on my backdrop. These ones are doing it. Unbelievable.
Here we have Red Army. Ryan gave this bird the name. No comment on that one. Michael Peebler says, hot ass Texas. Michael, what's the temperature there in Texas? Make us jealous, or maybe not jealous. Mike Sheridan, nice to see you on. Tracy says, howdy from somewhere between Buffalo and Rochester, New York. Always nice to see our American friends taking part. As you guys know, the Pioneer, or maybe you don't know, the Pioneer Village is in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, just a little bit north of Toronto.
Why are we buffering today? I'm not
I don't,
figuring this out.
I don't know either. Don't mind the buffering, fellows and friends. Mike Green, Fruitland, Idaho. I've never been to Idaho. I've heard they've got some lovely potatoes. Here we
There
go.
you go.
Here we have Red Army from Team Alex. Jesus. Michael Peebler says still around 100 most of the week. Wow.
It's almost warm there.
It's May. Like we don't get to 100 until like mid-July.
Yeah, like I said, it's so unfortunate that Michael Peebler is stealing the heat. Like, how ignorant is that? Here we go. This is the 964.
964 from Team Alex. We have Black Russian. Again, Ryan, stellar naming. Brief Tobin Alex on YouTube says, good evening, Pigeon World from Germany. Always love to see our international friends hop on the line. Alex, what's the weather like in Germany? And let us know in the comments. David Tracy says it's 82 degrees and sunny here in Ohio. Wow, you guys get summer early, man. I'm going to check the temperature here in good old Toronto, Canada. Let's see what it's at. I don't even know.
Jeez,
I'd say it's about
Christ,
17
Alice.
here today.
They're really crapping today.
Well, everybody poops, Ryan. We all poop.
Oh, Leah, again, I think because we started off the show with the swirly, get out there and drop one for us. Guys, drop it like it's hot.
How about you? But when I'm
just a little
nervous,
bit of
pooping, it happens. It happens. It happens. Current temperature in Toronto, Canada, 21 degrees in Canadian temperature. In American temperature, Tracy, please, God, convert that because I'm not quite sure. But lovely sunny day here in Toronto, 21 degrees.
So I'm going to say it's about a solid 73.
Thank you.
And last but not least, another super from Alex's Loft, the 961.
961. We have a Russian Mafia here coming up from Team Alex. Jason, nice to see you on all the way from British Columbia, Canada. Mike says it's only 50s here. Snowed 2 days ago. Supposed to be in the 80s by the weekend. I'll take the 50s. I'll take the 80s. Anything above zero, and I'm good. Thank you, Tracy. 21 degrees is 69.8 degrees in American, or whatever you want to call it, Fahrenheit, Celsius, whatever. Why we cannot get all on the same page, I don't know, but in the village right now, 21 degrees Canadian and 69.8 degrees American. Follow along, folks.
Well, Leah, what I'm thinking, because you're doing such a good job here, and I call you Leah Wing It, Leah Wing It. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is what I will do for about 32 seconds. I'm going to disconnect to reconnect before we go out to the loft. So, guys, now is your time to punch those questions in to Loft Manager Leah.
I hate
Leah's
you.
going to talk about the magic broom. What did you call it? The broom with the cigarette and the lighter and everything. Now we're going to take LMR down to the loft. We'll get these in. Leah,
I'm not there yet.
I'm Ryan from the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario. I have to babysit LMR, and we want to make this a great experience while we go. So, Leah's going to tell you an interesting story. Sit back, guys. Give me about 32 seconds. Thanks for flying.
Please come back. Okay, everyone, this probably won't work, but by the way, I have started a ladies' league in the Pioneer One Loft race where I'm giving a free perch to all the ladies who want to get involved in pigeon racing, a $350 value, folks. The last 2 years we have focused on juniors, and I think getting juniors in the sport is great, but I also think it's great to get ladies involved in the sport. And I use examples like Sonia Vandermeulen, Annemie Van Heet, Leandra Munich, who are at the top of their game, and they are ladies, and I want to get more ladies involved. So if you're a lady and you want to get involved in the wonderful world of pigeon racing, I'm offering a free perch in the Pioneer One Loft race to be part of the team Flying Bitches. And he's back. I did it.
Now, Leah, I gotta ask.
I hate you. Now he's going to cut out again. I'm going to have to ramble on again. I don't even know how this guy does it because he just rambles for hours and hours, and I find it very difficult. So, yes, Flying Bitches. Also, guys, names for our teams. We have Loft Manager Richard versus Loft Manager Ryan. We are trying to find the best team names for our teams where we're going to do a team challenge. Loft Manager Richard versus Loft Manager Ryan. And the team with the most amount of points at the end of the season is going to get a 2023 Pioneer Motivational Calendar. Guys, please help us come up with the best names for Loft Manager Richard and Loft Manager Ryan's Loft this year. And he's back. Thanks so much, Ryan.
I've been back for a while. I was just listening to you go, but before it rudely cut me off, I want to say the Flying Bitches last year, you earned a bit of money. It wasn't enough to retire, but
No.
I know you've already started. You've already given more than you've given more free entries than money you've earned, and that's the type of people we are here. So, guys, hey, get your wives in, be a part of it. It's okay, but hey, we ask again, support, support, support. I know, Leah, everyone's not made of money, but that's very nice that you have, you know, let anyone who's willing to be a part of the Flying Bitches, you're taking care of them. Stand up, and more stand up. That's all I have to say on that one.
Well, it's all about getting people involved. And the last 2 years, as I said, we concentrate on juniors. I see a lot of these couple teams sprouting up, and I love that. And I love to get the ladies involved. So this year, our focus is getting more and more ladies involved. David Tracy says the Golden Broom Award goes to the winner. Don't you worry, David. Cheer Squad Captain Tracy and I are working on the biggest, baddest Golden Broom Award for the top lady on the Flying Bitches that wins the most amount of points. You're going to get the Golden Broom Award named by Pioneer participant and family member David Tracy. We are going to honor that, David. Don't you worry. Ryan, go ahead. I blabbed on long enough.
Leah, that's buffering. Maybe I'm back. I don't know.
No, you're buffering. You're good now. You're good.
I'm
You're
buffering.
good.
All right, so we're here with Loft Manager Richard. Hey, how was the bagel? Good? Did you find it was a bit spicy? All right. Okay. We're going to get in and feed you're doing your thing. And you guys are coming into Loft Manager Richard's loft. Mix her up, and away we go. I'll go in and start taking a look at the birds. Hello. 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 Leah, can you hear us?
I can, yeah. I'm just letting you do your thing. What are we watching? We are live in Loft Manager Richard's loft, the blue loft. Yes, I will have to change the lettering on Loft Manager Richard's title. We are watching Loft Manager Richard's loft. Just now coming into the light, or how did this work?
No, they were lighting around 1:30 today. But like I said, we had, when people drop off, they get priority of the show. So we like to take the guys in, let them see, let them look. So we lighten them up. Again, they're going to get their a little bit of breakfast here. Just a light breakfast, a nice drink, nice clean fresh water. And they're on a 1 liter drinker. The reason I'm talking about Ricky is because I got my headphones in. So you're going to see here, and he's going to put Alex's birds in the loft as well.
Put these birds in first.
Yeah, first.
So you guys are going to see that now. If you have questions for either one of our loft managers, now is the time, folks. It's time to get interactive with our loft managers. If you have a question about how we run the race, what kind of system we're running, about a particular bird, about your participant, now is the time.
And there you see, these guys are really.
You can see already they're curious for some breakfast here.
Yeah, like Ricky said, they're ready for breakfast. He can tell. I can tell. He's going to get Alex's birds in, and then we're going to watch them feed. And I'll sit back here. He'll feed them, give them the water. And again, they're open now till the evening time, so they're in the.
Question: when were they darkened, and when did you lighten them?
They were darkened at about 5 o'clock this morning, and they're lightened, like I said, around 1:30 in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. They get lightened every day.
If I can say another word.
It's hard to hear.
You're gonna have to talk way loud to do it. Tell me, and I'll relate it.
As the evenings get cooler later on in the summer, these birds will get darkened probably about 8:30 at night.
Yeah, they darken into the night. That's what we do. You know, they get lightened at 2. They get lightened at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're on 8 hours daylight. So guys.
But my main concern is to keep
Okay. And next time we do this, we will have Loft Manager Richard's mic hooked up.
We can't have the mic hooked on it when we're on with 3 people. But we all can't hear.
Oh yeah, the headphones. Okay, I think we're stalled here for a moment. Perhaps Ryan needs to disconnect and reconnect. Oh, there he is. There he is.
There we go. And you'll see him.
So, we explain what Loft Manager Richard's doing here now, please?
Putting the new birds into the loft. They've been vaccinated for the rotavirus. They've had a shot, a little drop of yellow drops in their mouth. And these are the birds that are on his team. Now he will get the feeding done to them. And again, when the birds are new in here, you get a little excited, but that's understandable.
So this would be their breakfast, Ryan, or?
Yeah, this will be about their breakfast.
feeder down first.
Yeah, like Ricky says, he always likes to put the feeder down first, then he feeds them. Normally, we're not feeder type people, but this is at the start, so we use the feeders at the start, and then they'll go into the feed room. They eat in that room back there in the end, but this is just the start, and you see they're responding very well to the feed here. They're looking for breakfast, and this is just a light breakfast. Again, they're going to have dinner around 7 p.m. tonight.
And in the breakfast, Ryan, what are we feeding them for breakfast?
I haven't done the super shopping, but what we're doing is we're feeding wheat, corn, barley, oats, and a turkey grower pellet.
So this is a Ricky's mix. This is a mix that Loft Manager Richard has used for years and years and years. Sorry.
As Ricky says, he's feeding them by hand, which is good. And you see they're responding, these birds responding very good, very tame. And it's my birds aren't half as tame as yours are in the big loft, but something different when you're in a larger loft. The birds seem to act a little bit more, it's a different feel. But mine will catch up quite quickly, but they're eating real good.
Question for you, Ryan. Are you liking Loft Manager Richard's setup better than yours at this point?
We just put 5 new birds
Yeah, we do. I do like Ricky's loft. Would I take this loft and use it 100%. It's nice and warm in here. I can feel. I'm gonna tell you something. I can feel the heat from the sand.
Yes, you can.
I can feel it through the shoes. I can feel it. Like, and this is what we say: heat is formed. Pigeons like the heat. Pigeons love the warmth. They're good on it. They seem to do. They do better in heat than they do in cool. There you see them eating good like little pigs here this morning or this afternoon.
I know you can't hear me, but this sand will hold the heat into the evening.
Yeah, and as Richard just said, this heat holds the heat right into the evening because again, the skylight lets the light in all day long. Once they're open, it lets that heat in very, very nicely. I'll give it over to Ricky here. Excuse me. Hello.
And you know, I think it's really great to see birds at the initial point to say, oh, look, they look great and healthy, and wow, do they look great? Guys, this is a crapshoot. You never really know. We're very early days here, folks. Not that I'm trying to be negative at all, but I'm trying to bring reality into what pigeon racing is. Where, you know, you could feel great today and like total garbage tomorrow. So this is step by step. This is day by day, inch by inch, as Ryan would say. And here we are, I think day 2 for a lot of them.
Yep, I'm here.
Who's
Hello?
that? Loft Manager Richard?
Hello?
That?
Yeah.
Okay, we have
Yeah.
Loft Manager Richard on the line. As we know, we are looking at Loft Manager Richard's loft right now. If you have a participant in Loft Manager Richard's loft, or you have questions for Loft Manager Richard, now is the time. He is on the line here now. Dad, how many birds do you have in there? 25-ish? 30 maybe? No,
Yeah,
25?
about 30, I believe. Yeah, 25, 30 birds, yeah.
And at this stage in the very early game, what are you looking for as a loft manager? What are you like watching? Like make sure, you know, what are we looking for here?
Well, I like to see them, if you've noticed on the camera, they're doing that little twizzle coming through the loft, that little twizzle, they're shaking their tails, and I call it a twizzle. I'm also looking for the first ones that come to the feeder, or the first, how responsive they are. Um, You know, that's what I look for. I look for the sharpness. Anybody that's sitting a little humped up somewhere, but this whole group here, they're really looking good.
So far?
They're, yeah, so far so good. So, you know, it's very nice in here. It's nice and warm. You know, we have a nice day out there, but it's beauty in here. It's got to be probably, I'd say close to 80 degrees in here. And like Ryan said, the sand is warm as toast. So, and they really like that, you know.
And what would you
And
say the age difference is between your youngest bird there now and your oldest, and like weeks wise or days wise?
I'd say there's about 3 young ones in here that are about maybe 1 month old, 28 days, maybe 28 days old, something like that. There's a mealy, as you can see if you look through the camera, there's a mealy there. There's a blue bar pied there that's very young, and one blue bar hen, as you see her down the line. Look at the wings on them, are the flights are only maybe half out, and they're associating. We have some birds in here that are actually cooing,
Well,
like
and that
they're
was
on
my
the
question.
perches.
So on the
Yeah,
spectrum, the youngest is around 28 days, and the oldest you would say is at what age?
I'd say about probably 42 days.
42 days.
Yeah, six
So this is
six
what
weeks
you're
old.
seeing here now, folks. You're seeing the difference between 28 days or 30 days and around 48 days. And there's really not a whole lot of difference.
No, that's right. There difference in the coming to the feeder and then going to the drinker. I'm going to bring the drinker out. You
Yeah,
give them a
that's what I
drink, so
mean. In the intelligence factor, in the way that now I'm not sure if that's a result of our participants preparing their youngsters for what's to come, because that could be a huge part of it as well, right?
yeah, that's right. But they're all doing real well. Yeah, they're going to the drinker. Here comes the grizzle. I think he's going to come over for a drink now.
So,
There they
question.
come.
Now, yesterday you had that drinker on the back wall. Now, today we see you've moved it more into the center of the room. Is there a reason why you're doing that?
Yeah, to teach them to learn to adapt, to learn to different circumstances. You teach them to let's figure out a slight problem.
Right.
There's a change here, so let's figure it out.
And
You
I
know,
think that this is what's important to point out to perhaps new people. Last night, we saw the drinker on the far wall. Today,
yeah,
Loft Manager Richard moved the drinker into the center of the room. There is a reason why we do everything that we do. It's not just for camera angles or because we feel like it. It's because our loft managers have been trained throughout years of trial and error what works, what doesn't work. And Loft Manager Richard is utilizing this drinker to give a little problem solving technique to these youngsters.
that's right. The evening before, when they first came in, we had the drinker right on the floor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they went up to the floor. Now they're on. Now, if you see that little mealy with the white flight, yesterday couldn't figure out where the drinker or how to drink out of it or where it was. Now he's in there just having a great time.
He's like a rock star, but he figured
Yeah,
it out. And these are like little puzzles that you put in front of them to see who will handle it, who won't. It's a little mind exercise, right?
that's right. It actually trains them to figure out certain situations here. I mean, it's like kids going to school. They don't tell them from day one, you know, 1 and 1 is 2, 1 and 1 is 2, 1 and 1 is 2, right up till they get married. Well, 1 and 1 is 2. Okay, fine. So that's why they change things up. Say, let's get the mind working. Let's get that mind. You know what I mean?
That's right. And
So
this is the point I think I wanted to impress. It's not about only physical development, it's also about mental development. Whether you're working in a one loft race or you're working in your own little loft, you have to develop them both physically and mentally to get them to succeed.
that's right. Now, change the subject. Ryan brought a thermometer in here, and we got the temperature in here at what? What is it? 27 and a half?
Yeah, 27 degrees.
27 and a half. So that's times 4 is 54 plus 30. It's 84 degrees in here, or 81. So I said before I thought it was about 80, so it's 81.
So 21 in Canadian,
What?
81 in
Dry? Yeah.
American, quite toasty.
No, it's 27.4 in Canadian,
Oh, sorry.
and that would be about 81 degrees in the metric. Let's go metric.
Yeah, whatever. American.
So it's nice
So
and toasty in here, actually.
yeah, quite warm.
Very nice. And like we say, the sand absorbs this heat, just like in the old days, they used to take heat stones up on the wood stove before they went to bed, wrap them up in a towel or something, and take a heated stone to bed with you. Gives you heat. When they just had a wood burning stove, maybe in the kitchen or in the family room area. And that's the same as this sand. Or take a brick and put it on the stove, heat it up, take it to bed with you, you get heat. So the sand works the same way here. The sand will absorb the heat and will hold the heat. You put it down about 3 inches thick, it'll absorb heat and hold the heat. Keep this place toasty in the evening. So when I darken them, if I darken them tonight, let's say I darken them at 9, close all the shutters down, close the windows up. This is going to be toasty in here. You will be, really, you'll be able to sleep in here without a blanket on. Meanwhile, if you go sleep outside tonight on the park bench or on the ottoman, you're going to need blankets because you're going to get the chill. These birds will not feel chill. And chill is very important. You don't want to feel chill.
So here we go. We are at Loft Manager Richard's Loft, and what you guys are going to notice is probably a big difference, not only in the way of loft setup, but in techniques. Loft Manager Richard has been doing this for 60 plus years. He has quite a different technique with the pigeons than Loft Manager Ryan does. And the exciting thing for me is that you guys are going to be able to see both handlers handling pigeons in two totally different ways. Two totally different loft setups, two totally different ways of managing the pigeons and getting the pigeons to respond to them. And that's the exciting thing about the Pioneer. You get to see two different ways.
Yeah. So they're looking good. As you see, the birds have been here 2 days. What, 2 days now? 3 days? 3 days here. Take a look at the floor, Ryan. I haven't raked it at all. And what do you see? Zero, dry. Take a look at the perches. The perches have not been scraped at all. Take a look at the birds' feet. They're not standing in droppings and have all kinds of, on their feet. Some people have said, oh my God, how are you going to keep the perches clean? How are you going to keep, no.
By the way, these are perches the pigeons have been on. Because look, they're taking the lime off, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see any droppings? That's what I say. When you're telling me something, don't tell me what you think you know. Take a look. The feet, take the lime off. Do you see any shit on this perch? Look, I see a little bit here on the wall. Do I see any anywhere else? No, on the ground.
So, and we've really seen that brick sand that you laid, I think it was on Saturday maybe. You really see now how it's starting to dry and starting to change color.
Yeah. And like Ryan said, you can feel the heat through your, I just got rubber soles on my shoes here or whatever.
Correct.
You can feel that heat coming through, yeah. Coming through. So Ryan's opened the back door up. So at this time, we can let a little bit of air going out the back door.
And how much action have you had in the aviary? Have you had the aviary open, or what are we doing there?
Yeah, we have the aviary open right now. And believe it or not, I believe Ryan said that these birds were the first to go out compared to yours. Yeah, the first to go out through the aviary. So they were out in the aviary yesterday afternoon, playing around a bit, looking around. So
David Tracy says he's having a hard time finding any hydrated lime here. Going to try Lowe's next. David, have you tried your local feed co-op? Like a place around you that sells like chicken feed or like farm animal materials? I don't know if Lowe's is going to have it.
no, and if they do have it, they'll have it in like a 10-kilo bag, which is like what, 16-pound bag. or no, 8 kilo bag, 16 pounds, 16 and change pounds. I got on the bag. I think this bag we got here comes from the States.
So maybe we could have a look at the bag, if we could have a moment to just take a look at the bag, and
Go to your
maybe
co-op
David.
and do your research. You'll find it.
Here, I'll get a look at this bag here.
David, you're going to have a look at the bag of the line that we're using in the Loft.
Spray line.
And let's see the brand.
It's called Greymont.
Greymont.
Yeah, M-O-N-T. And I don't know where, must have an ad. 22.7 kg bag. And it's not bad in price. It's like, well, $17. It depends on where you go. It could be up to $22.
Tracy says Home Depot website in the U.S. shows it. Tracy, if you have a moment, if you could just post that link on our Facebook page for David Tracy for our U.S. participants, the U.S. Home Depot site, because I know the U.S. and the Canadian are different. David Tracy says, thanks. David, that's what we're here for. We're here to help. So absolutely, thank you guys for that input.
Leah?
Go ahead.
This product here is made by Genoa, G-E-N-O-A, Genoa, Ohio, USA. Yeah. And then they got a couple numbers here.
David, aren't you from Ohio? Tracy has put the link in for our U.S. Participants who are looking for the actual particular line that we're using at the Pioneer Loft. If you're from America, Tracy on Facebook has put in the link. Thank you so much, Tracy, for that. I'll throw it up there. That is the link. Go ahead.
So, I mean, we paid for this about $17.50 locally, which would be Canadian. You could probably buy this in the States for probably $12 this bag.
Easy.
Or maybe less.
Maybe less.
Yeah. So do you want an address and a phone number?
Well, David is in Ohio. David, if you need the actual manufacturer name, because they are manufactured, this particular line in the Loft comes from Ohio. Send me a message, Viva Boss. I'm sure you know what it is, and I will give you the actual brand name. But Tracy did put a link for it for Home Depot. You can get it at Home Depot, Americans.
Yeah, I got an address here. I got a phone number and a website.
Oh, you have a website?
Yeah.
Well, what's the website? I'll type it in.
It's www. and then Gray, GRAYMONT.com.
GRAYMONT.com?
Yeah. And the phone number is 1. Yeah.
There we go. I'm putting it in the comments over on Facebook. What's the phone number for the supply?
Phone number is 1-800-537-4489.
4489. There we go. I put it over on Facebook. Guys, if you contact them for Lime, let them know the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club sent you.
Yeah. You get a bag there probably for $10.
There we go. We're looking at Loft Manager Richard's Loft. Ryan, are we going to switch over to Ryan, or are we just doing Richard today?
We're going to switch over to Ryan here. Here you go, Ryan.
There you go.
There we go. Loft Manager Richard, a little afternoon feeding.
Put the drinker up here so they can.
Yeah. We'll just put the drinker up on the table here where they go out. We can have it go up there.
And as we see, Loft Manager Richard has moved the drinker again. A little bit of mental mind play here.
There just close that door. Where's my key here? Oh,
David Tracy says, thank you so much, the Pioneer family, working as a team. That's exactly what we do here. We are here. Racing's hard, folks. It's hard, and we're here to support everyone. Whether you're in the Pioneer One Loft race or you're racing on your own, racing's tough. And we think we should have a community. We all come together and support each other. There we have Loft Manager Ryan's Loft. They look like they're having a nice little siesta.
you see healthy pigeons. They're all on the butts of their wings sleeping.
Now,
I don't want to
Ryan's
bother
Loft
them too much.
obviously is in the dark.
Yeah, we got mine in the dark. His are lightened in the afternoon, and mine are darkened in the afternoon. Mine are lightened in the morning. So there's a little bit of a difference here. I've got the thermometer in my loft. See, both lofts are the same.
Temperature 21 Canadian, 82 American.
Yeah, let's see. Let me switch it over. There you go. Yeah, look, his loft with it open, 27.8, and his was 27.4. His was 81, mine's 82.
Keep talking because my mic has cut out. Bear with me here. Keep talking, Ryan.
Well, again, you got to get these chargers charged. Microphones, guys, are not our favorite things. They're like the worst. When they die, they die. They're what we call pain in the butters, but that's okay. And you see both lofts side by side. Richard's is lightened. Mine is Richards are able to go out now into the country. And
And I'm back, I think.
all right, welcome back.
Thanks. Guys, if you have
there.
questions, let us know.
A little bit.
Let us know in the comments. I'm going to be all right. Jay-Z says, David, Tractor Supplies also have it. Tracy says, Ace Hardware also has it. 50 and 10 Loft, Peter R. Ryan will definitely be able to monitor the droppings better with his loft setup. Well, that's a good point, Peter R.
And you know, I will say yes and no and yes. You'll see the healthier the pigeons, okay, the whiter these walls should stay. When pigeons have diarrhea, like when you have diarrhea, it's all messy, right? Ugh. Right, Leah? You know about your diarrhea, right?
Yes,
right.
I do.
So,
yeah,
clean walls means droppings are tight. Droppings come out tight like little marbles. So we look for a clean wall. Keep the wall clean. The more loose droppings means the bird's stomachs aren't right. My perches, I can see the droppings in their full drop. But also I look at the pigeons as a whole, right? Richard looks at mine as a whole. You look, I see healthy pigeons right now. But you'll see the change. Watery droppings, everything will get wet. And you will see it on the walls in here. Right now, the wall's very clean.
for now.
30 birds in here. For now, as we have to wait and see. Okay, not every dropping is going to be solid, and I get that. And as you can see, look, see a bit of a watery dropping. I get those in my boxes. But you look and you see. But people to say these perches, they get tons of shit on them. They get no shit on them at all. I mean, literally. And Richard says it. Richard's not here to scrape lofts. He gets good results. I don't need to scrape, so he's not a scraper. I like to see the droppings in the box. I think the birds like it a little different way.
ABC Loft. I have kept calling him Stan the Man. His name's actually Hector. I'm so sorry. I have no idea where I got Stan from ABC Loft. However, ABC Loft Hector says, can't wait for my birds to be there. We cannot wait to have your birds. We're super excited about this season. Clive watching all the way from Jamaica. Very nice to see you on, friend. What's the temperature like in Jamaica today? That's what I'd like to know. David Tracy wants to know, how do we get from Lyme to diarrhea? David, we all poop. We all poop. It's something that we talk about a lot on the Pioneer Show. We talk about healthy poop and what poop should look like. It's just part of the pigeon racing game, and we all poop. So we're all going to just get over that. I know it's a little bit bizarre, but hey, poop's important. Michael Peebler, oh, the lovely runs. How enjoyable. Yes, I've been to Mexico several times. Not pleasant. Tracy says, hold the camera still. I need a screenshot of the floor. Tracy's taking daily screenshots of the floor, so we need to hook her up so
Pioneer
she can
members.
monitor.
Pioneer members, take a screenshot of your toilet bowls daily. Send them in.
All right, so Tracy, we are going to get you a screenshot. I'll get you a full one. I'm going to take all these logos off so you can get a full shot of Loft Manager Richard's floor with the brick sand. We're doing sort of a daily, maybe screenshot of how the floor looks, how it progresses for you all who might be interested in starting your own dry litter program in your own loft, creating your own little loft community. We're going to follow Loft Manager Richards along with the help of Tracy. She's our little experimenter, our little researcher. We're going to follow this along. So here we go. Tracy, get your shot. As we're talking about diarrhea, what sucks is when it's coming out of both ends. Been there, done that one. Not pleasant. Not pleasant.
There you have it. Screenshot is complete. I'll grab this for Ricky. And there, you'll see here on the floor too. You see how the dry litter starts?
So how does that start? So they poop, obviously, and does that sand just kind of absorbs the moisture and like hardens it up, or how
Drinks
does
it
it
up.
work?
It just it sucks the moisture right out. And because you've
Amazing.
got 3 layers of brick sand, 3 inches, right? You've got air. So the air is going underneath the sand. It's breathing. So it's like, again, like a toilet. It's a circle. It's a circle.
It's all about the circle, friends. We want to say a big shout out to Bahur Pandir from California. Nice to see you on. What are you guys watching? You are watching the Pioneer 2022 One Loft Race Reality Pigeon Racing brought right into your home. Loft Manager versus Loft Manager. We are located in Toronto, Canada, a little bit north of Toronto, where we show you everything all day, every day for the next 5 months of racing. We run 2 One Loft races in conjunction with our combine, where we race these birds 8 weeks consecutively on a combine. This is like no other One Loft race you've probably ever seen. And we bring it to you all live, all day, every day, at least 3 times a day. We will show you live access to your participants. Michael Peebler says,
right.
good job, Grasshopper. Keep it up. Jay-Z is going to take a shot right now. Jay-Z, have about 5 for me, friend. It's a work day, so I can't. So please have a few shots for me. There we go.
There
We have
you
2
have it.
lofts. We have Loft Manager Richard's loft, which is the blue loft, and we have Loft Manager Ryan's loft, which is the red loft. Father versus son, son versus father.
And all I have to say is, time will only tell. Time will only tell.
Time will
We've got
tell.
a lot of construction. We've got to get this center help done here with the big mic clock. We got to get the witch's broom up there, and we got to make the Peace Bridge.
We're going to make the Peace Bridge. What's the plan for the rest of the day, Ryan? Or will we be back on this evening, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I might come back on. I don't know. It depends. I'm gonna see what we're doing here. I got some things to do. We did feed him here a little late, but he'll feed him still again tonight. So we might do a quick one. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, if we do go on, you guys will see it here first. So stay to our page, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, share, and like, whatever order you want, and just keep subscribing is all we ask for.
All right. I am Ryan. I'm Ryan. I'm Leah. That's Loft Manager Ryan. I don't even know who I am. I don't know what day it is. I'm not quite sure. We're only at the beginning, guys. God help us all. Go ahead.
We're at the beginning. Remember, triple ply. Don't use that single shit. You get the burn. So enjoy your wiping. A little baby powder and a quick wash. Richard, Ryan, Leah, myself, Leah, Ryan, Richard, and you guys are the best. Thanks for flying with us, guys. We'll see you maybe later on. Adios, Leah.
Join us later on today. Back with the Pioneer Live.